Okay, we're talking about communication today.
Oh, that's really.
This will obviously be a struggle for us. We'll start off with this little trick.
Oh,
Right. Okay. So now you have to tell me what this is a picture of.
perception.
Brown-coloured lady?
Yes.
Well, now what's the picture of?
A beautiful lady?
A beautiful lady? Young or old?
Sorry?
Young or old? Young. Matt, what's the picture of?
Could be a lion devouring.
Old lady or young lady? Who's is old, who's is young?
Each person's different.
I see both,
Kind of looks like a
You
witch.
see both. The web's well done.
but I see the young lady.
I see young, but I can like if I
Which way
really
is she
look, I can
facing?
see.
How you guys, Sarah? Young.
Oh, I see. She is. She's got a feather on her head.
So the young lady, fashionable young lady, looking for one with a feather on her head, right?
Or she could be an
The
old
old lady
lady.
still has the feather on it.
The old
With
cranky
a fluffy
lady.
head around. I see. Oh, yeah.
I've lost the old lady. The old cranky lady
The chin's the
has got her
nose.
chin down like a
Is it the
gypsy
old
lady,
lady?
right?
The
So we
whole
got both of
face.
them?
The whole face
The
is
young
the
lady.
nose.
The whole thing is her nose looking down.
And then her chin is right down the bottom.
The other one's got back here and a shawl or something over her head.
You got a laser pointer thing.
There's
on
two
it.
pictures. It's
Yeah,
perception.
so if you, like most people, if you focus on the feather, you should see a
like the
lady looking away from the back here. If you focus on the bottom left corner, you will see a lady with looking downwards. And her chin is the white bit is her chin.
I've got it now. I see it now.
You got
I
it?
see it. I see
Yeah?
both.
You don't? That's focus down here. That's the chin, that's the
The old
nose.
lady.
One very small head. One
Look at the big one. Look at the big one. Focus on the bottom right corner.
It's playing with my
I
mind.
can't see it. Okay. So why do we play this little game? Because remember,
people see things differently.
people perceive things different to us. And it's very important that we actually make sure people are getting what we're saying. If we assume they understand and they don't understand, that's where we get a lot of misunderstanding and a lot of stuff goes wrong. This happens to all of us all the time. The most recent example, which did make me chuckle for me, was we were making plans like with people, and the plan was we'll pick you up from the train station at 9 o'clock. That was the plan. Then we realised that we were driving right past their house because we had to drop someone else off. So we said, change of plans. We're going to St. Hugh Waters Doctor's Surgery. We'll pick you up from your place at 9:30. No, we didn't say that. We just said, we're going to St. Hugh Waters. We'll pick you up at 9:30. So the person thought they'll pick up a train near our house at 9:30 instead of their house at 9:30. So complete confusion. We go to their place at 9:30, knock on the door. They're not here. They're on the train waiting for us down by our house at 9:30. How did that happen? Because the misunderstanding of the messages that were sent backwards and forwards, primarily probably the person didn't realise where St. Hugh Waters was. Otherwise, it would have been okay. We assumed that they knew where St. Hugh Waters was because it was a son of SMS. But obviously that's something. So yeah, all that happens quite often. And so we're going to talk a little bit about preventing that, making sure people actually understand, and normally, and that means including enough detail basically to make sure that's obvious, and also getting some feedback, because you never really know they understand until they tell you exactly the same thing you said. Okay, so we've got a quick list of things you can do in your church setting to make communication reliable. One, tell people about stuff early. This is pretty basic. Number two, have different forms of information flow, because different people do different things. So, communicate the same thing in different ways. Have varying forms of dialogue. Not everyone wants to talk to you in the same way, so set up different ways to talk to you. Check how others are hearing what you're saying. That's very important. Giving honest answers and open assessments is quite helpful. So if you want people to really understand, and develop a culture of reliable communication throughout the whole thing. So those are what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. What I want us to do is individually, I want you to rate Centrepoint Church on each of these 6 categories. On your piece of paper, you've got a piece of paper like this. Let's rate Centrepoint Church. Honestly, and let's see if we all get the same ratings. You can rate your own church and we'll just chuck it in there and see how it goes. But let's rate Centrepoint Church on individually on, do we provide information early or is it all at the last minute? Excellent, as we provide information well ahead of time.
What's the standard?
What's this? Well, whatever you think is excellent or not.
What is
So
it?
we've got excellent to abysmal.
And abysmal.
Abysmal is
obviously very
really,
bad.
really shocking.
Like
I think
my standard.
Pastor Joel, excellent.
Your standard, well, that's
His
different.
standard's a lot higher than mine.
That's very different. Everyone's different. You've got a different level. That's okay. If you think early information is
Provides
telling us
information
an
early.
hour beforehand, when other people think early is last year, then just you rate it as you see it.
Wouldn't there
No,
be
just experience some of
What do
this.
you ask
Very
for
recently.
varying dialogue?
Varying dialogue would mean, for example, some people like to talk on the phone, some people like face to face. Okay? And if you're intimidated by face to face, that you prefer to write a letter.
Are we talking about, yes?
That's dialogue is two people going backwards and forwards, and doing it in different ways. And I want an example for each of your ratings, why you said it. So if you say you provide information early, give me an example of some information that's early.
Honest responses.
Honest responses.
Boy.
Here's an honest response. How was church today? It was awesome. Was it really? Well, I don't know. But why did you say it was awesome? Like, if we say if everything's awesome, we're not being honest. So that's it.
Very
Okay. Here we go. Let's go. Provide information as early as possible.
Excellent.
I've got an excellent. What else have I got?
No, excellent.
Excellent. Okay. Karen? Early?
Okay.
I'll forget. Machi, what do you say?
For Life City, yeah, good. Good.
Hi, these kind of like,
Well, no.
what's going on
Sorry,
here?
what did you
Early? Do we get information early?
Yeah, I said excellent.
What did you say?
Excellent.
Excellent.
I did not change.
Heidi?
Okay, can I just put a disclaimer in here?
Oh, yeah.
I've
Just give us your
experienced-
rating first.
Paul.
Oh, I love it.
I was going to
Rob.
pick more, but I couldn't think of an example. So
Okay.
I've
Who
got
said
it.
excellent? Give me an example of why you said excellent.
Oh, I think, like things like when our events and stuff, we get them out there.
So give me
months
some
before.
specific examples.
End of year volunteers parties.
Volunteers party, you already know
We
about
all
it.
knew about it like a month before it started.
So volunteers, there can be a party, you knew about it a month in advance, that's
You
excellent.
could sign up, like they told you how to sign up.
Yes,
online.
yes, very good.
Whatever
Okay, got it.
But then Christmas breakfast, there's nothing out yet, so no one can sign up. So Christmas isn't like a couple of weeks.
So that's why you said okay, because Christmas breakfast, we don't know anything yet.
There was, well, we do actually.
Okay, Paul, Heidi, why is it Paul?
All right, okay, so personal experience.
Experience, yeah.
Something needed to be done on the Sunday. Was told while I was at work on Thursday. Had to speak to another person by the Friday to get things all prepared on the Saturday so we could do it on the Sunday. Too short notice.
Last
I had
minute
the-
panics.
Yeah.
So we've got some excellence, because we know about our November 27 volunteers party, we knew about that in October.
But isn't that just like life in general, you know?
Well, it's not, it's, we've got,
However, the final
we've got
detail-
some poor, because probably planning, last minute planning means last minute communication. So that's when we're looking back to planning as a
Yeah.
problem. Okay, sometimes people just forget to tell you, and sometimes they.
Oh, no, they just
okay.
think
Derek,
that
quick
last
Information, yes, sure.
Doesn't this depend on where you sit in the church?
Well, that's why I'm asking multiple people. That's right, of course it
different
does.
perspectives. The
Different
picture.
perspectives. Various information flows. We said provide information in various different ways. What do we say for that?
I said good.
I said okay.
Good.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. William? Excellent. Very encouraging. Sarah? Matt?
Okay.
Sean?
I said good already.
Is it gonna read? I've got 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's fine. Good. Okay, excellent. Who said excellent? Winner. Why? Example?
Sample of
Yeah.
how it's given.
Yeah. What are the various information flows that you think that?
So like at connect groups and stuff, they tell you.
So we tell people stuff at Connect groups?
Yeah. And then just on media, like social media and stuff.
Okay, so we've got social media and we've got Connect groups, so we've got multiple different ways you can find out things.
Yeah.
Yep, okay. So we said okay.
my issue is, yes, we have all those things,
Yeah.
but it's all written. There's none of the face-to-face,
It's all written?
Yeah.
Yes,
it's
very
not-
good. So if you can't read, you're in trouble.
Well, no, yeah, but some people...
Hey, it's not funny.
No, no,
There's
seriously, some
illiterate people in every
people,
church.
some people read differently. And
Some people read fast and slow, some people second language.
Oh, no, some
Listen.
people assimilate.
Yeah.
You know, I thought you meant this, not this.
Yeah.
Then
Okay.
the messages get more longer and convoluted because, you know...
Okay. So that's very interesting. So
And my email box on a daily basis is just flooded with emails from church stuff, whereas like sometimes you just don't want to read it anymore. You just want to
yeah.
click
So you've got too much information coming.
too much.
Yeah. Okay, so that's interesting, isn't it? So the information flows excellent. We had Connect Group and social media, and we've also probably got Sunday service,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah,
Who said okay? Anyone else?
I said okay.
Okay. What did you get?
I find that information is raw. However, the content of that information for me sometimes isn't enough. So you might get something off of social media, but then you'll get that same thing in an email, but
Yeah.
you actually need a bit more.
So you're answering a different question.
Oh, am I?
You're talking about the content. I'm saying, are there various different ways of getting information? And yes, but you didn't get enough information. That's the question.
Okay.
So you're ready, that's really back to that. But as far as various flows, I think it all being written is a good one, because as you say, if you're not a reader, if you get it through audio or conversational or visual, you might struggle with everything being written. So yeah, that's pretty common. Okay, what's the next one?
Varied dialogue.
Varying forms of dialogue. What have we got for that?
Excellence.
Sean says excellent. Christy. Dialogue.
Okay.
Sarah.
Good.
Good. Matt. Excellent.
Good.
Good. Good. Heidi.
Good.
Rob. Good. Pretty popular.
Can I change mine to good?
What did you say? Okay. Why did you say okay?
That's what wants to change.
Not sure, undecided.
Undecided, so you went middle of the road, don't really know. Okay, what do we mean by the question? Who knows what we mean by the question?
Face-to-face talking, text messages, phone calls, emails.
So if Heidi's got a question about what's happening on Sunday, how can she find out?
Social media,
Church
I can call
website.
someone.
If you want,
who's in
dialogue
charge.
means you're not just looking for information, you want to ask a question and get an answer.
Yeah,
So how can you do that?
by making a phone call to the person in charge.
You can ring someone, can you do
Yeah.
anything else? Is that the only way?
No, I can go onto the web page.
You can ask a question on the web page?
Yeah, well, yeah, you can.
Yeah.
You can email it through.
Yeah.
What's that?
See what?
Oh, we're WhatsApp down.
She said excellent.
Change it to excellent.
What about like the Connect Lounge, like after service? Or
Yes, you
Yeah.
can go to Connect Lounge and find out stuff.
Yeah.
You can ring someone if you can get them, if they answer the phone, because they might be busy. You can send an email. So there are various forms of information.
Yeah.
Various forms of dialogue. You can go and see someone and make an appointment to see someone in person.
Yeah.
So I would say there's various forms. Good with the general thing. How can it be better? Any suggestions on how it could be better?
I would be looking at it from the perspective of when we're here during the week, there's a lot of people coming and going, you know, you don't always have someone on the reception desk.
Yes.
So I think that could definitely tip the scales to be even better than just good.
Yep.
Just
Very good.
things like that.
Great. Okay. Check how others are hearing.
Okay.
Okay from Storm. Matt,
Which one was that? Next one?
checking how others are hearing.
I think I put low for that one.
You put 4.
Yeah, I said low.
Low. Yeah. Okay. 4. Sarah.
Okay.
Christy.
Okay.
Connor?
I don't know.
Don't know.
I wrote good.
Heidi, like, above us now?
Yeah, I know, shocking.
Magic.
I'll share you my perspective later.
Okay. Rob. Ah, we're not going to read on that one. Who said 4?
Matt.
Matt said 4. Why did you say 4?
Oh, that's you.
What's your example?
I've never really been asked, so I think that's why I thought.
You've never been asked if you understood.
I don't think so.
Very good. That's a good reason.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I might
Has
have.
anyone-
Might have
can
just
someone give me an example of someone checking that people are understanding?
Pastor Joel in a service on a Sunday, he'll
Yeah.
like stand back and be like, "Are you guys getting this?"
But how does it- yeah,
Not
okay.
on Sunday so much.
But they say, people says yes, that doesn't tell you anything.
Oh,
Heidi.
no,
Well,
yes.
with my leader, one-on-one, he'll be explaining stuff and then he'll say to you, do you understand what I'm saying? Do you want me to repeat anything? If you have any questions, you can call me. The things like that to make
Yep.
sure that I understand what's actually being said, but
Yes.
that's one-on-one.
Yes, one-on-one, yes, very good. Anyone else got an example?
People turning up, like if people didn't know about stuff and they wouldn't be there.
They wouldn't turn up, that's true. People turning up, yes. I myself personally on this one, I would verge near 4. I don't think it'd be hard, except for one-on-one, yes, but in a general overview thing. I think we worked hard on communicating clearly, but checking, like I remember the college interest night, for example, when we had 2 or 3 people came up and said how there was fee help available for students. No one had a clue what fee help was. Everyone said, oh yeah, do you understand fee help? Yes, you can get fee help. No one knew what fee help was. We all assumed everyone understood fee help because we said fee help. But no one understood that until I actually said, can anyone tell me how fee help works? Everyone goes, no one knew how fee help worked. They all thought it was something that Centrelink would give you some money to pay for your fees, or something like that. And when I said, you're going to pay everything and you get a student loan and pay it later, everyone was like, really? Obviously, no one knew what fee help was. So especially when it relates to jargon, I think can be poor because we just assume that people know, because we're so used to the terminology and the jargon and stuff, we forget what people know. Okay, very good. What's next? Honest and open answers and assessments. Rod. 4. Lovely.
Oh,
Heidi.
I feel good.
Great. Conflict management, wouldn't it? I'm out.
Okay.
I didn't put a reason down.
Magic.
Okay.
Sarah. Good. Middle of the road, I would say. Yeah.
Good.
Good. Sean.
Excellent.
Excellent. Wow. Okay. Example from the 4-person. Rob.
Number of reasons. Sometimes the responses are couched so that it doesn't bang.
So we be polite and we don't really say what we think because we don't want to upset someone.
Yep.
Yes, it happens all the time in church.
Happens constantly.
Constantly in church, that's
In
right.
church.
Yeah.
Sometimes the response is dismissed because it's like what the person wants to hear.
People don't listen to you.
Oh,
Yes, if you say what they want to hear. Yes.
Leaders, there's sometimes that's irrelevant because you need to have the heart for it or something.
You've got to have faith. In church where we put faith and positive and enthusiasm, blah, 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 to say, actually, I think that meeting was a waste of time. I wish I hadn't gone.
Oh my gosh.
That's a bad comment, but that might be honest. It might have been a waste of time. I've been to meetings where I thought, could have been better off doing something else. But you're not allowed to say that in church, right? That leads to actually, no one knows, oh, was that a good meeting or not? Oh, everyone said it was great. When people say, oh, like, it doesn't tell me anything. Because you don't get any specific. If someone actually says specifically what was good about it or bad about it, it must will help.
So the worst, if you're a leader,
Yeah.
the worst people to surround yourself in is yes people.
That's right. Because you've got no idea how you're really going, because everyone just says it's awesome all the time.
Yep.
And we want to build people up and be encouraging and all that sort of thing, and that's all good. But at some point you've actually got to say, actually, yeah, we need to actually be honest about something, otherwise no one gets any feedback, no one actually grows. We're all just not too nice to run all the time. Yes, I agree with that. Who said excellent? Sean, why'd you say that? Does everyone know what's nice to you?
No, I just think in general, like with any situations I've had, or even what I've seen Pastor Joel, Pastor Peter, sort of, it's very if something comes up that someone's not happy with, they'll like get back with that response, and they'll openly say if there's something wrong. Like I know Pastor Joel will say, I'll be like, sure,
Yes.
I'm not happy with this, and I'll be like, I can take it. I'll be like, I might not agree, but I'll be like, okay, sure, like I see where you're coming from. So
Yep.
I understand like there's people around who will tell me not to opinion.
Yes, so that's true. I think that's true.
Not sugarcoat it for you.
Yes, some people, like some people that say are more responsive and more receptive to being told, act honestly, and some people if you actually say what you really think, it'll be a chaos, and so you'll time it when you really have to, and other times you won't bother. That's so, and especially I think churches, we can tend to not be honest because we want to be positive when actually calling it like it is might be wise some of the time, but some of the time it's not really matter. Okay, anything else? A culture of reliable communication. Do we have a culture of reliable communication? Heidi wants to say.
I put okay.
I put okay.
Rob? Anyone not going to say okay?
Good.
Two goods, two okays. Anyone else got anything different than okay?
I got 4 actually. Thinking about it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's an extreme.
Why would you say that, Sean?
Oh, I just think there's like, especially when you got like, you're giving communication to like lots of different areas like connect groups, Sunday services, social media and stuff. Sometimes like there's not the correct information given. Like I know there's a few times where people will give you the wrong date.
Sometimes
like,
there is
you'll
incorrect information.
You'll be
Yes,
sitting
there
in
is.
there and then it's like, this is the date, and then you'll actually go, all right, cool. And then the next minute you look back and it's like, actually that was like the wrong week. So.
As general as an overall culture,
I think, yeah, well,
if you were a leader of youth and you weren't telling people what was on next week, would that be classed as okay?
That'd
That'd be poor. So the culture is you need to keep communicating. So as a culture, we try and keep communication going. Whether we will do it well, that's a different story. But yeah, so as a culture, we genuinely do value communication. Okay, as a church culture. Okay, that's really fun, wasn't it?
I think it's also worse when you ask people what's the date for it, and everyone in the room gives you that blank stare, like, what are you talking about?
That's right.
I actually think that as part of a church culture is that you're expected to be on social media, yet not everybody actually is.
That's a really good point. That's
Yeah, I've only just gotten Instagram and I regret it because I hate it. So I'm only on Facebook, and even then I don't really want to be on it all the time, but that's how the communication happens for the most part of it, because I don't get emails or anything like that. Mind you, I already know a lot of stuff that's coming up, but that's only because of where I am.
yes. Your average
It's
person,
expected.
who's if they're not on Facebook, is like almost not on the planet.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, how many of the people in church you think aren't on Facebook? There's probably a few. When we ran our leadership intensive, I was trying to have one group for everybody, right? There was at least one person that wasn't on Facebook and a different person wasn't on WhatsApp. So no matter which thing I picked, someone wasn't on it.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, this is hard work. But yeah.
Email.
Because, yeah, and so email, that's not quite as cool, but yeah.
But even emails, I don't check
People don't read their emails.
Or I
No,
check
no,
on every 2
no.
That's why we
Text
have had
message.
multiple things, but that just makes lots of work for ourselves. We've got to post on Facebook and post it on WhatsApp and all that overkill of communication just to make sure everyone gets it. Okay, we're talking about presenting ourselves. These are obvious communication things. Listening is a big deal. That's why we've got the 5 points, because listening is pretty important. Waiting, attending, that means paying attention. Clarifying what person says, talk about reflecting back to them what they've said, having something to agree with, those are all good things. How are we looking at the person and speaking clearly, all standard stuff. What our presentation, apart from what we're saying, how we're conducting ourselves, can also help. I've got a video, I've got 2 videos of poor communication, and I want us all to take notes and come up at the end of the video, come up with a list of things they did wrong. Oh, I can do it from here. You watch this.
You're going to have to click through a few.
There it is. Volume. Volume is what I need.
And lights.
Can you
Go back to the
pause?
start.
You can possibly
Go back
get
to
the
the start.
script filled on your way back to
Go
home.
back to the start.
Because I believe you live in a low care residential home. So the nurses. Now, Mrs. G, your cardiac output isn't great due to your AF. So I'm going to commence you on digoxin. You could possibly get the script filled on your way back to home, because I believe you live in a low care residential home. So the nurses there will look after things, and there shouldn't be a need for you to see me again. Oh, excuse me. Hello? Hello? Oh, okay, just a moment. Here you go. Okay. All right. Yes, okay. All right, I'm ready now. Okay, yes. All right. Yes, no worries at all. I can do that for you. Yes, yes, all right. Lovely. All right, I'll see you this time. Oh, Mrs. Jim, how did your appointment go?
Yeah, it was really good. I've got some new medications here, but I've got some questions.
Oh, excuse me. Hang on. Oh, all right. I'll see what I can do. Yes. Yeah. All right. I'll come straight away. Hello? Who? Oh, Dr. Bong, yes. You're Mrs. GP. Yes, she went and saw the cardiologist yesterday. Yeah, she said the appointment went well. Oh, no, we haven't had any communication with the cardiologist either. I presume they haven't sent any relevant information to you. Yes, I presume if you haven't received anything, then it's just safe to assume there's no changes. Okay. I'll let Mrs. Jiff know that you'll see her again in a fortnight. Okay, bye. Now, your cardiac output isn't great due to your AF, so I'm going to communicate you.
Hi, I'm Hannah. I talked with you, I know, the other day, but I just wanted to touch base today, about your stuff, your situation. So I read your chart, and I know.
You guys will play it through. And we'll do the back together.
Are you still feeling depressed? Yeah.
She's slightly condescending.
And I know you're feeling depressed now, but I felt depressed before, and it will pass. Like, you'll get over it. It's not that big of a deal. And so this depression, why are you feeling depressed? Oh wait, sorry, I didn't know something else I wanted to ask you before. No, why, or is that depression what brought you in here? Well, I OD'd earlier because I was depressed. Yeah. Okay, so that overdose, I'll have to talk about. So then why are you feeling depressed? Well, I was abused and just gone. I mean, your life doesn't, I looked in your chart, and your life doesn't seem all that bad, so this depression, I think you can get over it. Yeah, let me look at my notes here. I know we saw some. Oh, hey, yeah, can I talk to you later? I'm gonna finish talking to her. Okay. Sorry, I lost my train of thought in my notes here. You got the abuse, the overdose. So can you talk about these thoughts? Oh, that area. Do you want to, are you still having those thoughts? No. No? Okay then, great. No thoughts? Because I know, if you're having them, it's kind of like, I don't understand why people think about killing themselves. It's really very weak thing to do, personally. But anyways, oh, hold on a second. Hello? No, I'm at work right now. Yeah, you're not Belmont. Yeah, I'm gonna talk with this patient here. Yeah, and I'll call you back. Okay. I'm sorry. Yeah. Anywho, so let me look at my notes. But so you, those thoughts you were saying, what were you saying about those? Did you have them? I forget. Well, no. Okay, that's great. I'm glad. So are you feeling better then? I guess a little. Yeah. So what do you think has worked in your therapy? I like talking to the therapist. One-on-one? Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. Well, do you want me to see if your doctor's available? I can totally arrange that. Okay, I'm gonna go check that then right now. Okay.
Okay, fire away.
I want to punch her in her perfect face. Literally, if she, like, if
Which
my
one?
doctor said that to me, I would have got up and walked right out.
Tell me.
Yeah,
Tell me some things that you would have drawn. One each. We'll start with Sean. Tell me one thing.
Didn't pay attention to their patients.
They didn't pay attention?
No,
Didn't
so they
understand
answered the
the
phone
needs.
call.
What am I saying?
Didn't understand.
The patient didn't understand?
No, the doctor wasn't understanding the patient's needs.
Didn't understand what the person was trying to, what they need to do, yeah? Chrissy, you got anything?
Getting her own interpretation of what the answer was.
She was translating what the person said and making it something else? Yeah?
Yeah, bad communication.
Yeah, bad communication, that's what's about. A specific example of something that's wrong. Don't get it.
Not having time.
Rushing, yeah, very good.
It's basically railroading them. They had an agenda, they just had their idea of it, and they
Yeah.
weren't really listening to it.
Not listening, just trying to get through the job and tick the sheet off. Yeah?
A little distraction.
Distractions, phones, yeah?
Putting
not paying attention on one person, yeah? Was it?
Wasn't empathetic.
Not empathetic, yeah, that's especially the second one, right? Yeah, that was pretty bad.
I would say in both situations, lack of forwarding information that they needed to know before the actual appointment.
Lack of preparation or
Yeah.
knowing what's going on, yes, very good.
The first one had medical information that was like medical speak to it.
Yeah, jargon, a lot of jargon in the first one, that's right, real bad. Yeah, that was very, yes, Rob.
Neither of them were present.
None of them were actually there, that's right, they were doing other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, very good. Other interesting things that I thought of, we had the jargon, phones. None of them actually checked the other person's understanding what they're saying, they rushed straight off. They weren't reading body language or anything like that, obviously. Messy desks are a bad communication sign, because both of them, well that one's got a fair table, but the other lady had a big messy desk, that really says that you're like, haven't got time for you, so I'm doing more stuff. A tidy desk is more welcoming and stuff like that. Also, the specialist lady didn't actually follow through with the paperwork which she was supposed to do. So the other lady said, oh no, I've heard nothing. So her communication channel of paperwork never got done. And that was, the rest of that video, the lady never dies from not taking the right medication. But I stopped doing it. On the other side, the old lady who had communication, really, she needed to be more pushy. And actually, not let us answer my question.
Really? She was like, oh, I think I'll put it.
Because she was a little bit intimidated by the expert, blah, blah, blah. But if it was me, yes, if you're looking back again and the lady says, how was your visit? Really bad. You might get someone's attention if you say bad. If you say, oh, it started off, it's really good, they switched off and they've gone to the next person already. So that might be interesting. The judging of, oh yeah, that's really weird, all those things from that was obviously really bad. Again, she had messy notes. She had little sticky notes and stuff, so that there was obviously no organisation in that, which conveys that I'm not really organised, I don't really know, and not paying attention. Okay. How you can, and the discussion we were supposed to talk about was how you present yourself to make communication more successful. And we're talking about things apart from what you're saying. And some of the things that we might want to think about is the timing of when we do it. If I want to have a talk with Pastor Peter, I'm not going to do it at 9:55 on Sunday morning, because that's a bad time to get any sort of communication happening with him, or any pastor, or Heidi, or anyone like that for that matter. If you try and talk to someone there, then you obviously it's a bad time, don't even bother doing it.
Yeah.
Getting rid of all those distractions, meeting in an environment where it's like comfortable. If you're doing it on the side of a train station, noisy and everything, you're going to get bad communication. If it's cold or something like that, raining, you want to get a place where people can actually relax. Maybe have some food. There are people so they're not intimidated and things like that. Now, another one that I've found successful sometimes, which goes against all the rules, I'll just chuck it out there. Sometimes I have found texting someone instead of talking face to face can be more successful. Now that's interesting, but if people are intimidated to be face to face, they might actually talk to you if they sort of have some relationship by texting. I have had some successful conversations where I'm not actually in the same room, so the person's not intimidated by me being there, and we can work through a conversation. You have to be careful about misunderstanding, but if you can work through a conversation, and they can take time to think about what they want to say, and they're not on the spot, because some people, when they're on the spot, they don't know what to do, they have to lock up and things up.
Yeah.
So I'll maybe give them some time to answer, and you can find that that's actually more successful. So just how you do it can be interesting. We wrap up. Yeah, I think we're done. If you want to have a chat, think about how well you communicated in your conflict management situation that your case study is. That would be the next thing to do, or whatever conflict you're in now. Think about your communication techniques, because the problem is all the stuff's put on the video, but it's actually quite easy to slip into.
Yeah.